discouraged and stop, but I'm going to keep going because I know Satan just wants this to to all fall apart. Of course he does. But I'm just continuing from the video that I was doing previously. I'm not sure where I left off, but I'm going to read the scripture I had for today. I'm just going to wait for a few minutes to see if anybody will pop on. And I'm sorry for my video getting disrupted. There we go. Got 2 people in. Sorry, I apologize. And that's my dryer. Laundry's waiting for me. Hi, MJ. Okay. Thank you. I don't know what happened. But I'll probably freeze a little bit still. I think what I need to do when the kids get here, they need to restart our little router thing. Okay, so really quick, I'm just going to finish up what I was talking about because I can see myself freezing again. The scripture that I stumbled across today is in Numbers. It's in Numbers chapter 6, and it's verse 22 through 27. And this is called the priestly blessing. Let's see. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons, this is how you are to bless the Israelites. Say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. So they will put my name on the Israelites, and I will bless them." I think about the blessing of the Lord. He wants us to be peaceful. He wants us to, of course, have the things that we are called to have in this life, to live comfortably and to have what we need as far as necessities. But I mean, the blessings I believe the Lord wants us to have are everything in him that he has to offer. Spiritual blessings, peace, being able to give to others, spreading the word, being that light that Jesus came in to be for us and showed us to be. That would make life so much more simpler than social media, than trying to chase the American dream, than working 40 plus hours per week, trying to get, and have just to make people jealous, or, just to, whatever you're trying to do, just to impress people, whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, all the people that you're trying to impress, they don't care really. They really don't care. But what they will see is your light. That's what will be recognizable to them and make them want to change and make them want to be different and to have different, is the light that you display through Jesus. So the word that you have to say to them, that's what will take their dread away, their worries, their doubts, their fears, their discouragement. That's what will turn their lives around. And in turn, they'll use that to save the next person and the next person and the next person. Because if we truly came together as a body, as God intended us to be, what a difference we would make. What a difference we would make. And how much more peaceful and how much more happy we would be if we weren't just chasing after what the world is telling us we need to go after all the time. What's wrong with just living comfortable? What's wrong with being content in what you have and where you're at right now, and learning to live with that, live with what you already have, and turn it into more, with what you have, not just buying the next new shiny pair of shoes or the next new shiny pair of purse, which, I am so guilty of. I have been so guilty of that. In my life, I figured out a long time ago that the biggest source of my anxiety has been chasing after the next new shiny new thing. I've had a very huge, big shopping addiction forever. As soon as I started getting money, I just wanted to spend it. But ever since I started really pursuing God and pursuing his word, I see now, I can see that that is only temporary fulfillment. It's only temporary fulfillment. And in the little bit of fulfillment that you get from it, it's nothing compared to the fulfillment that you get when you get in God's word and you actually start. God is not just some being out there, like people say, just somewhere in the universe being a one. No, God is right here. The relationship, whenever you come close to God, is so personal to you that he literally orders every step of the way. My mom and I were just talking about that the other day. That is true fulfillment. I've been someone all my life, ever since I can remember, that has not had any close friends, any people that I can call friends, that have been there for me, that I can truly stand upon. Like for instance, like Jonathan and David were in the Bible, where he truly loved David as he loved himself. I have not that. And so having a relationship with my Father God has been so near and dear to me. So near and dear to me. Because you know what? I have my husband, of course, and we're friends, but my husband has so many friends, friends that he calls friends, we'll put it that way. He's so much more outgoing than I am. I'm more of an introverted, quiet person. And there's not been a whole lot of people that I have let into my lives, because everyone that I have tried to let into my life, they hurt me in some kind of way, or they turned away from me in some kind of way, or something happened to where they just weren't there anymore. So to call somebody a true friend, I don't have that. Now I have my husband and I call him my friend. But my true friend is God, is Jesus. That's the closest person that I call a friend. And all of you guys, of course. I have my YouTube family, which I love. I love you guys so much. But yeah, I don't know how to explain it. When you come close to God and you have that relationship with him, it's everything to you. It's everything to you, and he guides and leads you in every step of the way. You're not alone. You are not alone. And it's amazing. It's amazing. So the life that God called us to have is a peaceful life, not stress, not chasing after this and chasing after that and running yourself into the ground just to get it, just to have it. And I'm not saying don't work. Please don't get that message twisted. I'm not saying don't work. Work, of course, but live your life too. Live your life. Oh, goodness. Live your life. Live your life. Be peaceful. Less is better. Less is better. So I don't know. I felt that so strongly, because that's just, it's what you're fed. It's what you're fed, that you have to do this and you have to do that to get this and to be that and to do this and to do that. And I don't know about you guys, but you wake up thinking about money. You go to sleep thinking about me. I'm over that kind of. I live for God. I want to live for Christ. I live for God. So, and the more and more that I live that way, the more and more peaceful I am, and the more and more I believe that's the life that God has called us to be in. And I just want you guys to be freed from that too. Just be freed from that and really get in prayer about it. Really look for ways in your life that you can truly start serving the body of Christ, and like I said, be prayerful over it. And if you don't have that close relationship where God is actually leading you every step of the way, pray over it. Whatever distractions you have in your life, minimize them, fast from them. I practice fasting a whole lot, because there are several things in my life that that are basically distractions that I fast from. Not just food. I fast from my tablet. I fast from watching TV, which I don't watch TV that much. um, Whatever it is that God is calling me to fast from, to get that distraction away so that I can put my attention more into the Bible and into what He's calling me for and into what He has for me. That's what I do. Like I said, it may look differently for you. Be careful over that. It started raining. I love the rain. But I've seen several comments, and I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. And I'm so sorry about my technical difficulties. Hi, MJ. How are you? Let's see. We have Max, Maxopitu. Okay. Hi. How are you? Me too. Me too. Well, I like Moses anyway because Zipporah, that's actually my name, was Moses's wife. She's not mentioned very much in the Bible, and I know that the scriptures that she's mentioned in are sort of controversial and things, but that's where my mom got my name from. Let's see. And oh yeah, that was the other thing. And I'm sorry, my comments froze, of course. um, right now, especially right now, with things being so pricey and the prices are going up here and the prices are going up there, and it's a good time to really start looking at your finances and really start thinking, okay, what can I do without right now, and maybe put some of that money away, or do something else with that money to bring just a little bit more fulfillment and joy to you. That's not a material thing. Right now, I just feel like the devil is just coming so strongly, and a lot of it is so many lies. There's so many lies, and there's so much this and that, and it's just crazy. It's crazy the way that the world is going, but the Bible speaks about all of this. The Bible speaks about all of this. And so it's really important for you to be in your word. Get in your word, if nothing else. Stay in your word. Don't just get in it, but stay in it. Let's see. Did they stop freezing? Okay, no, I can't see them yet. Yeah, I can't see my comments. I'm sorry. I don't know. I guess my internet is just messing up. I don't know. But I remember when I first came to Alabama from New Mexico, and God called me here. I had a dream. I had a dream that I was looking at New Mexico's Sandia Mountains in my rear view mirror. And I didn't know what that dream meant at the time. But then when I was when I was called to leave New Mexico and come here to Alabama, I was in the van with my kids and my mother, and I was looking at the Sandia Mountains in my rear view mirror. I literally came to Alabama with my 4 children, a few clothes, which I forgot to bring my clothes from New Mexico. So I basically had what I was wearing, what I had on, which was a pair of like leggings and like a t-shirt and some sandals or something like that at the time. A few clothes for my children. And I think we had like a TV or something like that stuck in the middle of the seat in my minivan. That's, of course, because I drove that here. And that's all I had. I didn't have a job lined up. I didn't have excess money. I think I left New Mexico with, $800 and something dollars to my name. That's it. And I didn't have a plan. And of course, I can't remember how much of it went to gas just to get there, because it's like is it a 16 or an 18-hour drive, something like that, from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Alabama, where I live now. And I had to use the gas money, and I only had 800 and something dollars. I had to quit my job or resign my job as a flight attendant at the time, and I had my 4 children. We lived in this small building that was made of bricks. It was an old building. It's been here since, I want to say it's like, I don't want to lie to you guys. I think it's like 60 or 70-year-old building. It could be older than that. No central air, no heat, no stove, no hot water, no kitchen. I mean, it was just a building that my grandmother had, that she used to use as a church at one point, and then it was converted into a storefront. Now it's a barber shop, but it's my grandmother's building. My grandmother's 95 years old, so she's up there in age, but she's had this building for years and years and years. And so I decided that I was going to move to that building. When I say God aligned everything, and I have this testimony on my channel, but God aligned everything up to the pot. I didn't have any pots. I didn't have anything, pots or pans or anything. There was a lady that gave me some pots and pans. My mom at the time, she was with this man living down the house, or living in the house a few houses down from the building. He provided some blankets. I had a lady buy my children some school clothes. It just so happened that we found an old couch for $5 at a thrift store. $5 is all they wanted for the couch. I went ahead and paid the $5 and grabbed the couch. And my mom had one of her friends bring it to the building. We went to the thrift store about, I want to say, a day or two after I got here, because I didn't have any clothes. And the lady announces at the thrift store, she said, "This is the first time that we've ever had this sale, but we have too many clothes and I just want to get rid of some. So everything is 99 cents in the store. Everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Everything's 99 cents. When I say I knew that was God because I needed some clothes, I think I got about $20 worth of clothes, 20 items. I mean, everything just lined up. We got provided beds that were given to us. Somebody gave us a little rotisserie oven, which I used to heat up food. I think my mother, she bought me a microwave at the time. Somebody brought over, there was a refrigerator that we got for free out of a junkyard somewhere. And it worked. We brought it home and it worked. The only thing that didn't work was the freezer part. Yeah, it was the freezer part. So we didn't have a freezer for a while, but just so happened that one of the ladies that has been in the church for a while had a freezer, and she brought me a little deep freezer for me to use to store a little bit of things in there. So all I'm saying is, and gosh, there was not one time that I missed New Mexico or that I wasn't happy or content. I was the happiest I had been in years, because I was in a very abusive relationship with somebody who's cheating and everything. So I got out of that relationship. I came to Alabama and everything fell into place. Everything fell into line. And then I met my husband. I have that video as well. He was right across the street at his sister's house. And that's how we met. And so God just aligned everything. So what I'm trying to say, my point in all of this is, I have lived with very little. Very little. When I was a flight attendant, I literally lived out of a suitcase, you know. I have lived with very little. And I was never more happier. And then I wasn't worried because God provided everything. The only work that I did was pray and believe that God was going to do it. And he put everything else in place. So if you feel like God is calling you to give something up, or to make a big move, or to do a big change, or to move jobs, or whatever it is that God is calling you to do, and you're afraid, don't be. Just put it in God's hands. Be prayerful and believe believe. I am a walking, talking testimony that it will happen. It was by God that we even are in this house that I'm in. It just so happened that my husband got a phone call from his brother-in-law, and he said, "Are you guys looking for a house? I think I found one for you." We were like, "Well, yeah, we had been saving for one, of course, and we had been living in our apartment for what, five? I think it was 5 years or so." And so he called and he said, "Come and look at this property." And we said, "Okay, we're gonna go look." My husband came, got off of work, he came and got me, and we went and looked. And it was perfect. It's a double wide, but it's a newer double wide. It was actually made in 2020. You're muted. I can't hear. Oh, goodness. Well, that comment popped up. Oh, goodness. Can you guys hear me? Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay. Um, anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, we came and saw this property. It's a 2020 double wide, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And they said, okay, or she said, okay, she's fixing to move, call her realtor. And we called the realtor. My husband knew the realtor. And she cut us the biggest break. It was literally painless. God already had the documents I needed lined up, because it just so happened we just filed our taxes. We needed all of our tax information. If anybody has ever bought a house, you know what I'm saying. You need all your tax information and your work history and all this different bank account stuff. You need all of this stuff. It just so happened that I had all of that paperwork already, and I didn't know I was going to need it already set aside. I had just picked it up the week before to have for our house. And we didn't have to put any effort. God found we're on an acre of land as well, so we've got quite a bit of land too. And we have deer coming in our backyard every night. That's the prettiest thing in the world to me. I love that part. But when I say we didn't have to put any effort into it, and we have been looking for years for a house. I'm talking about for years. We went and looked at several houses. We applied for several houses and they didn't go through, but we just swooped right in here and God aligned everything. We didn't have to put but minimal effort into it. So all I'm saying is all you've got to do is continue to pray, trust, and believe, and have faith in God. And whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you desire, He'll bring to you. And you don't have to strive and break your back to get these things. He is so good. He is so good. And so when I say he aligns everything, he aligns everything. And it just wasn't our time then when we were looking for it. But when it was our time, boy, did he come through. He came through. So you just got to wait on God's timing on these things too. And don't force everything to happen. So yeah, we moved here in May, I think March. It was March. And I was able to spend my birthday here, which was a blessing. So yeah, I mean, whatever it is that you truly desire and want, and God, He already has it in alignment for you. You've just got to hold out, have faith, pray over it, and continue to trust and believe in Him. Don't force anything. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in His time, in His way, and in His will. And I'm comfortable here. I could live here forever. I love it here. But and I've learned that too. Instead of wanting more and wanting bigger and better, I'm content with where we're at, and I'm content with what we have. And it's a blessing. It's all a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And always, that's another thing. Always be thankful having an attitude of thankfulness and truly being thankful for what you have brings more too. I've noticed you've just got to take care of, be a good steward of what you have, be truly grateful and thankful. And you never know what God will do. Always be giving. Hold on to giving. If you've got $20 to spare, I've done that. If I paid for all my groceries and I see somebody's behind me and I've got $20 to spare, I'll just pass them a $20 bill and say, hey, put this towards your groceries. God bless you, or whatever. Be in a get, and you don't have to just give money, but I was using that as an example of something that I do. But even just giving your smile, people will see your light in you naturally. They're going to see something that's different about you, just naturally, just by the way that you talk, just by the way that you walk, just by the way that you carry yourself. People are going to see that. So you're a blessing, and just with your presence, people are going to see that on you. You're going to be that light. I've talked about I've had an encounter in a grocery store one time where the lady in the aisle, God told me to pray with her. I'm very shy to do that, and I did that with her, but God gave me the strength at that time to do that. And we sat there in the middle of the aisle praying together. So you just never know what kind of blessing you're going to be to somebody just by you being there. You never know. You just never know. And so thank you all I think I saw a few comments coming up about the house. Thank you all. And I meant to tell you guys earlier about that testimony with me working so much, which we're trying to come up with an alternative for that too. So I won't have to put in so much. It's just been crazy. It's just been crazy. But I have, I'm not going to sit here and put excuses because family, of course, is number one. It's definitely number one. Gosh, my comments are coming in and out. Oh, well, I'm still in Alabama, actually. I'm still in Alabama, but we moved into a bigger city. Actually on the outskirts of the city, so whatever you call that not the actual city, but outside of the city. Thank you so much. Now I like the point you brought up, Eli, obedience, also being in obedience to God too. So I'm glad that you obeyed in going into the location too, because I know that people say that, I guess what I hear a lot is, I'm called to do this, or I'm called to go here, but I don't want to, or it's going to be, they'll come up with different excuses. But if God told you to go there, that's where you need to go. And if it doesn't look the way that you want it to look, if you're going to have to struggle a little bit, or if it's not as, where you want it to be, you just obey, be obedient to it, and you will see the fruit. You will. Are you working? Yes, I am working. Well, I'm not working full time. It's hard to explain. I'm almost working full time, I should say. That's my husband calling. I'll call him right back. I am almost working full time, but the arrangement that we have is I go into work. Now I'm able to come home because my kids get off at like 2:30, or come to the house around 3:15. So I'm able to get off at 2:30 no matter, what's going on. But of course it just doesn't always work out that way. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Have the voice and true compassion. Yes, well, I guess I have the voice and the true compassion to do it. Yes, I am very passionate about the Bible. It's the one thing that I'm always doing and I'm always in. And I thank you so much for talking about the voice. I thought I always had a very kiddish and squeaky voice. That's what I've always been told anyway. But I will be doing more Bible studies with you guys. Um, because, I am in the Bible a lot. I'm in the Bible a whole lot. And I've also prayed over this, and I'm hoping that I'm able to do a lot more teachings out of the Bible and to really explain the Bible to you guys, hopefully in the way that you'll understand it, because I'm always asking God, please explain it, or please show me in the way that I can understand it, because I'm not the smartest person in the world, and we all know the Bible is a little hard, at times. It still stumps me sometimes. But for the most part, I can definitely teach the word, I think. I know I can. How old are your children? Let's see, how old are my children? Let's see, they're going to be 12, 13, 14, and 18. So, let's see, it would be appreciated. Okay, well, yeah, of course, I will do that. Yeah, my children are, let's see, I'm 34, so, yeah, I had a baby at a very, very young age, and I'll go into that one. I actually have a testimony on my channel here talking about that too, and I'll go into details about that one day again. I have 3 adults now, and it's okay. You have 3 adults? Okay. Well, I'm gonna have 4 teenagers, so soon anyway. And I'm definitely learning that the kids when they were younger, that was hard, but teenage life, it's a whole different level. It really is. Yeah, you're right. They can be by themselves while I'm at work. That's true. Not my husband, my oldest son has a job too, so they definitely, and they do. They're very responsible. Um, you have to think how old they are. You sound like my mother. My mother, whenever we talk on the phone, I'll call her and she'll mix me up with my sister all the time. It's funny. But let's see, my sister is 32 and I'm 34. You're right. You're right. Mine is going to be 14 too. I said 14. She'll be 14 in December. And the other one's going to be 13 in December also. So teenage years, when they said those were the years, oh my goodness. Yes, they are. They are. 19, 22, and 24. So hard, but God, you know what? They're always on your heart, aren't they? It doesn't matter what age they get, they're always on your heart. Oh, well, thank you. I look like I'm 18. Well, I wish I was 18. I'm getting gray hair now. Yeah, well, I need to get my children back on here. They keep saying, Mom, can we make a video with you? I need to get them back on here. You guys wouldn't believe how big they are now. You're right. Need to close shoes and face everything. Wow. Yeah, my daughters, they're very girly. My son, my youngest son, I guess I'm having a little bit of a hard time with him because he's the baby, and so I've got the baby, he's a boy, and then I've got the two girls in the middle, and then my oldest is the 18 and he's a boy. And so since the oldest and the youngest are boys and they're so far apart, they really don't hang out together very much. So I don't know, it's a little bit of a struggle with trying to, I don't know. I think my youngest son is kind of going through he doesn't have very many male, because my husband's always at work and so is my oldest son, you know what I mean? So he's always with us, always with me and the girls. So he's always with us girls, so he's having a little bit of a struggle with that too. But we're trying to figure things out, praying over it, of course, always. um Thank you. Let's see, mine is too, because she stays shopping. Yeah, both of my daughters are bigger than me. Um, let's see, I'm 5'7", but my oldest daughter, she's 5'9", so and she's very tall and slender. And my other daughter, she's 5'7" also, so they're very tall. Both of them wear bigger shoe size than me, and bigger. Well, my youngest daughter, she wears a bigger size than me, and my older daughter, she's just too tall. She's taller than me, so her pants and stuff are longer than mine and stuff. So they can't really wear my clothes. I wish they could sometimes, because I'm always getting rid of things that I don't wear, or so I wish sometimes they could wear what I wear, but that's okay. I have started planting crops. So far we've planted onions, and what else did I put in the ground? Several things. And it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun. Actually, I've always been somebody who enjoys cooking too. I love to cook, and use fresh ingredients for that, because I had to go on, I'm not going to say a healthy journey, but I was called a little while ago to go on a better diet because of the digestive and health issues that I was going through. And then I talked about my mom. She was hospitalized for diverticulitis as well. And that was life-threatening. We thought we were going to lose her at one point. So we all have changed around our diets to a much better, healthier diet. And it's never too late. See, and that's the best thing you can do for your children, is to teach them about Christ now, especially now that you know about Christ, to follow that, because the world that we're in now and the younger generation, I'm always praying over, because I just see things that I didn't see when I was growing up, and we're not that old, so it's crazy the way the world is now, and the things that are accepted, and the just the don't get me into that. It's just crazy. My comments froze again. Goodness, I guess I'm just having trouble here. So we're gonna have to sit here and talk so much more. So I think I'm going to start doing my chat sometimes in my car on my way to work, since I have 40 minutes to myself in the car driving, and I'm going to just turn on my camera and talk to you guys that way too, to try to get more videos out. Because my husband can tell you, I'm always talking about my YouTube channel. I miss my YouTube family. I miss them so much. Because I love you guys. You guys have been my biggest encouragement. When I started this channel, I didn't think but one person was going to watch, but look, we're 11,000 strong and counting. Every day we get more subscribers. It's so crazy to me. And I know that that's God bringing this channel to whoever needs this channel, because like I said, I didn't want to do a YouTube channel, if I was being honest. But it's what God called me to do. And it's been nothing but a blessing ever since. It's been nothing but a blessing. It helped me to come out of my shell some more. And I love you all. I love you guys so much. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you all go, because let's see, what time is it? My husband called. It's 3:13. The bus is gonna be showing up in just a few minutes. And the kids are gonna be busting in, talking about school and all that stuff. So I love you guys. I love you guys so much, and just continue to be prayerful over your situations. I'm gonna continue to be praying over you guys, and yeah, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna get through this thing called life. We're gonna get through it. I love you guys. I will see you guys soon. Bye.